Hello there! So we just got done watching Annabelle Carrington. Um, it's supposed to be like the prequel to the whole Annabelle thing, um, which was really interesting because it shows like the origin of Annabelle. So it's kind of starts off in 1950s, and there's this little family that live kind of out in the desert type of thing. So it's another house. It's a house, kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I'm beginning to see a theme with these movies, kind of like places in the middle of nowhere kind of type of thing. Um, but anyway, so at the beginning of the film, I kind of have to get into spoilers straight away because it's to get the ball rolling. But at the beginning of the film, like there's this wee family and there's this guy who makes dolls. So you're thinking, oh well, okay, he makes the Annabelle doll. Like, that's kind of obvious from the start. But he's married, and he's got a little girl, and the everything seems to be nice and fine. Then they go to church, and then on the way back from church, they get a flat tire, and there's an accident, and the little girl dies. I don't want to ruin the whole thing for you, but so then it skips to 12 years later, and it's just like, okay, 12 years later, and then it's the house. It's the same house, but it's kind of a bit run down a bit, and the couple is still there. Only the mother won't leave her bedroom now, because there's something weird and mysterious going on. But a nun and a priest come in a bus with half a dozen girls. They're orphans from the kind of age from like, I want to say like 10 to like teenagery, like 14 or whatever. So it introduces you to these two little girls anyway, and they're really friendly with each other. But one of them has had polio, and she can get around in a cane kind of thing. But you know, but these two little girls, they're really best friends and love each other, and the other four girls are kind of um, with each other more, and I don't know, like I think there was like I seen another running team with this and the Conjuring, because I saw the Conjuring kind of was the second film I saw, and I didn't realize that there was actual timeline to this, so I'm watching them in the correct timeline now. First movie I saw was The Nun, and there's a reference to the nun straight away, because the nun in this movie, she was actually in the convent to visit, and they had a photograph, and the nun shows the photograph to the father, not the priest now. And he goes, oh, who's that woman? And she goes, oh, I don't know. And you could see like the demon nun in the picture. Like, that was a really cool reference. I'll just say it now. After all the credits, at the very end, there's a trailer for the Nun. So I guess this came out before the Nun movie. I don't really know. See, I'm just watching them in ascending order type of thing. The years, because the Nun is the first movie set in the 50s, and then this movie's set kind of in the 60s. And then The Conjuring is set in the 70s. But there's another movie that happens after this movie, in between this movie and The Conjuring, so I have to watch that next. But yeah, so but that's pretty cool because it's kind of setting up for these things, But anyway, so like there's just the little girl's bedroom that died. The whole room is padlocked. Can't get into it. But then of course the first night there, the girl with polio like hears music coming from the room, and she goes into the room, and you know she gets a key, she opens it, you know, a wardrobe, and it's like covered in uh, pages from the Bible, you know, and then the doll's sitting there, Annabelle's sitting there. So like that's how the movie kind of goes, and then of course it's like the demon trying to get this poor girl with polio, you know, and trying to but it kind of takes a run at a couple of other girls just to see, like, you know, just to test the water, but really, you know, eventually then it does get the girl with polio and it does inhabit her. And then you know, all hell breaks loose, and it's funny. There's some really good special effects in it. There's some really great, like this is a real, like, demon type of thing. In the like I think it's different for every, like in the Nun, it's like a nun type of demon, and this demon's like all black and it's got horns, so it's kind of more the traditional type of demon. And in the Conjuring, it's like a witch or something. Like it's really weird, but yeah. So that's kind of cool, and it's like eventually it does take over Little Girl, and there's, but the cool thing is, it plays a hide and go seek game. That's kind of right from the get go. They play this little hide and go seek game where they're leaving messages, you know, come and find me, or getting closer type of thing. And in The Conjuring, it's the same kind of thing. There's like a hide and go seek game, and I'm getting to see patterns. You know, a house on its own, a location on its own, and there's like girls, and there's nuns. You know, but it's all like most of the characters are women, you know, or girls, and it's the same in Conjuring. Like there's a group of sisters, you know, and then there's like sisters and the nuns, like, you know, in the convent, and it's kind of like, you know, and these girls are kind of sisters too, because they're all well, they're all orphans, but they're kind of like, you know, they're friends and they look after each other. But anyway, so like there's cool running teams like that in it. It's really good. The special effects in it are really good. The costumes, the set designs, the lighting's really good. The pacings are kind of okay. I think there's too many false scares for me, and I was waiting for something to happen and then nothing happens. I don't I don't know, but it does kind of ramp up nice, and then the finale, when all hell breaks loose, it is good because you think it's the little girl, and then it's like, you know, the little girl has like powers, and you know it's really the demons took over the little girl. So but eventually, like, so like there is a real fight between, and then the little girl with polio, her friend, like tries to get rid of Annabelle with throwing her down a well, but that doesn't work. And I'm sure I don't want to spoil it all for you because it's a really good film, and I had a lot of fun watching it, and there was some funny bits too, you know, because I kind of, when little, like, I love The Exorcist. The little girl's possessed and it's talking, you know, but this didn't go that far. The little girl never had any weird makeup on her that much, really. So that was kind of, that was kind of it. There was kind of a, you know, then the nun. So at the very end, like, so the nun got a what do you call it? A rosary bead, threw it over her neck, and then threw her into the room, and then kind of, you know, threw a cabinet in front of the room door, with all the Bible pages in it. And then the police came, and it was the next morning, and the priest came and just says, well, it's the the demon's gone now. Like, the doll's been exorcised. It's over. And then it cuts to an orphanage. Excuse me. It cuts to an orphanage where the little girl with polio is there, and there's nothing wrong with her, and these two parents come up. This couple comes in and adopts her and asks, "What's her name? What's your name?" And it's like, "Annabelle." And I was like, "Oh my god!" And then it cuts to 12 years later, and like it shows pictures of her growing up, and you're like, "What? That's so what? The demon just wanted to grow up and have a normal like childhood? What the hell? That's kind of weird." And then the couple wake up, they hear something weird, and then the father gets killed, and then the mother goes, "Annabelle," and she goes, "Hello, mother," and then a guy comes in, and you're like, who the hell is this guy? What the hell is he doing? So he must be from a film I haven't seen yet, maybe, I don't know, but I can't wait to find out. I can't wait to figure that out. But yeah, that was cool. So but the little girls, like, they all had their own scenes, which is cool. I would have liked to have seen maybe a wee bit more of them acting and kind of getting freaked out, but I suppose they are. Like, well, I mean, you could have done more with the teenagers, because, I know you can't really scare little girls that much. I think they did a lot more than they should have. I think they should have done more with the teenage girls, because I think they would have been able to act out more. But they were all really good actors. Like, they were brilliant. But the eldest one, I felt like she should have gotten a couple more scenes being scared. Maybe the demon tried to take over her and then go back. I kind of, yeah, I kind of felt like that. Maybe, like, kind of, but yeah, but like, other than that, like, it is a strong movie. It is a good movie. I hope that the girls didn't get freaked out too much by it, but then again, they don't really see anything. They don't really, like, it's all, they're just told to scream in front of the camera, and then they just scream, and that's it. Like, they don't really see anything really, when they're actually shooting it. But there is cool, simple effects. I think movies need to really get back to simple effects. Like, there was effect of, like, foot marks on the ground, and the pages of a Bible moving on its own, and then, in the beginning you could see, like, the outline of a little girl walking around. Just simple stuff like that makes a film. You don't have to go overboard on the special effects, which is, I felt like that's what they did with The Nun, but this was kind of more like The Conjuring, and it was, less is more, which is great, and yeah, I can't wait to watch the next one now. I'd say it'll be good. I'm keeping up the series. I'm watching them not in the order that they came out in. I'm trying to watch them in the order that, the timeline that happened in, because The Nun happened in the 50s, this movie happened in the 60s, then The Conjuring happened in the 70s, and there's more movies, but I'm trying to watch the timeline in the right order, so that, it's in the right order in my head, like, type of thing. But yeah, it was really cool to. It'll be really interesting now to see where it goes next and what's going to happen next, and yeah, I recommend it. It's a good scary film put on at night time. It's 2 hours long. I think The Conjuring was only an hour and 40 minutes. This is nearly 2 hours long, which was interesting. Yeah, so like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. Check out my channel. I'm going to be doing the next movies. I want to do all the Conjuring universe movies because I'm in lockdown. I got nothing else to do. So, yeah, so thanks for watching and I'll see you later. Bye.